Okay, our next speaker coming to us by Zoom from Hurghada, Egypt, is Wendy Yehia. She's going to be speaking on embracing the mom that you are, ways to break free from postpartum depression. Introducing Wendy, your divine feminine holistic wellness coach, passionate about empowering exhausted moms struggling with postpartum depression and mom guilt. With her personalized, heart-centered approach, Wendy guides mothers to embrace their divine feminine energy and unleash their inner mama goddess. Her mission is to help women kick PPD to the curb and rediscover their strength, joy, and confidence. Today, at the Infinite Possibility Summit, Wendy will lead us on a transformative journey toward holistic wellness and self-love, sharing insights on navigating motherhood's challenges while celebrating its triumphs. You can connect with Wendy at unleashyourinnergoddesscoaching@gmail.com.
Thank you so much for joining me here today and all of the other amazing speakers. I'm honored to be here with you all and to share this space with you 18 amazing coaches and professionals. It's been an amazing weekend. I've learned so much from each and every one of you. My name is Wendy, and I'm your Divine Feminine Holistic Wellness Coach. I help exhausted moms struggling with postpartum depression and mom guilt to embrace their divine feminine and unleash their inner mama goddess. My journey into this work is deeply personal, and it's intertwined with my very own experiences with struggling with postpartum depression, and also a story of resilience and empowerment. Because I struggled with postpartum depression for over 2 decades, and just very recently, maybe a few years ago, I learned tools and everything to kick it to the curb. So I've decided to help other moms also kick it to the curb. So that's what my presentation will be about today. And so a little bit about me. I'm from a very small town called Rogersville, New Brunswick in Canada. And I now reside in Hurghada, Egypt, with my husband and 2 youngest daughters. We're near the Red Sea. So this is something that I've always dreamt about, and I actually manifested it. So we have the power to manifest anything we want in life, as long as you just, keep believing in yourself and that anything is possible. I'm also a proud mom of 4 beautiful daughters whom I lovingly refer to as my goddesses in training. And while motherhood was an incredible blessing, it also came with a lot of challenges for myself. And the turning point was the birth of my firstborn daughter. The birth of my firstborn daughter, postpartum depression in me. So after 34 hours of labor, the use of forceps, which almost killed my precious baby girl, and then to top it all off, an emergency C-section, my PPD journey began, and it's something that I battled with for over 2 decades. I remember feeling completely lost and overwhelmed, unsure of how to navigate these really intense emotions that I was feeling, that was consuming me. And I literally felt like I had failed my daughter. So that's where it all started for me. I didn't trust my motherly instincts, and I felt like a total failure as a mom. I compared myself to other moms and was filled with a lot of mom guilt, and I was a complete mess, like totally complete mess. Motherhood, it ultimately led to a profound spiritual awakening in me as well. So I was battling all these feelings, but I also went through a spiritual awakening. So I didn't know who I was. I had lost my identity as Wendy, and now was a very scared new mom, trying to go through these heavy feelings I was feeling. And through a lot of introspection, coaching, and spiritual practices, I began to confront my past traumas and reclaim my power. So I did this like maybe 3 years ago. That's when I started to learn about myself, about who I was, and about my passions. And then I started to learn about trauma, So this journey of self-discovery and healing, it inspired me to help other women who are also walking a similar path. What I started my coaching business as a divine feminine holistic wellness coach, like generally all women. And then I joined a few Facebook groups for postpartum moms with like one of the groups had about 50,000 women in there, moms, and they were all crying out for help. So that, and I felt like I was so alone when I was going through it. I didn't have any tools or anything like that. And I thought I was alone because it's a lonely journey. It's not something that you, you talk about. So, so that's when I decided to focus and specialize with moms struggling with postpartum depression because I heard their cry. I heard their cry for help, and I'm hoping that I can help a lot of moms by doing what I do. So today, as a divine feminine holistic wellness coach, I'm also a Reiki energy healer. I'm a light worker, and I'm also a massage therapist. So I empower moms to embrace their true selves, to unleash their inner mama goddesses, and to wear their goddess crowns with confidence. My mission is to guide these women through this, like the same transformation that I experienced, because I feel it's really important. And now, enough about me. I'm going to start with my presentation, and I'm just going to talk about what is postpartum depression. It is a term that's it is used more and more, but it's still not talked about a lot. So what is postpartum depression? Well, it's more than just the baby blues. I mean, you've probably heard the term baby blues. Most moms experience this after giving birth. It can last 1 to 2 weeks. But with postpartum depression, it doesn't go away. It just keeps piling up, and it keeps going and going. And it's a severe form of depression that affects many new moms, sometimes lasting for years if not addressed, as it did for me for over 20 years, because I didn't have any tools. I just went through the motions, and I still had managed to have 3 other daughters during this time, but I still had these feelings, and they always stayed with me. It got better with every birth, but I still had those feelings inside me. And believe it or not, it affects 1 out of 7 moms. So 1 out of 7 moms, they actually go through what I went through. So that's quite a big number. It's and it's just very recently that people started to talk about it. So today I'm going to give you a step-by-step guide for exhausted moms struggling with postpartum depression. These are all tools that I've used on my journey, and I'm hoping that it can help other moms that are watching that can help them. So step 1, recognize the symptoms of postpartum depression. There's many different symptoms. So the first one is there's emotional symptoms. So you'll get persistent sadness, crying spells, you feel hopeless, you're feeling excessive worry, anxiety, mood swings, you can be irritable, you can have anger, a lot of mom guilt as well. And these feelings are like they're heavy feelings, and we've been taught as a society that we shouldn't show these feelings. You know, we have this perfect image of a mom. You're a new mom, and you're having these feelings, but you're supposed to have a smile on your face, and you're supposed to be perfect. We've been taught this as a society. So when you're going through this, you're actually like pushing those down, and when you push your feelings down, they only creep up later on, or you end up blowing up, or you end up like they just creep up on you. So there's also physical symptoms as well. So like you'll feel extreme fatigue, changes in sleep patterns. You know, either it's too much or too little. Especially if you just become a mom and you have a newborn, you can have changes in appetite. You can have unexplained aches and pains. Like it's stress. it causes a lot of stress on your body. There's also behavioral symptoms. Some moms have a difficulty bonding with their babies. They'll withdraw from friends and family. They feel detached and isolated. They can't concentrate. It's like a never-ending cycle. In my case, it wasn't every day, but like a lot of the time I felt like this, but I just kind of like shoved it down and put a smile on my face because that's what I thought I had to do. So that's step one. And step two, it's really important to acknowledge that you have these symptoms, and ask for help. It's okay to ask for help, even seeking professional help. So if you're watching and you notice these symptoms and that they're persisting for more than 2 weeks and you're not feeling well and you're really struggling, if this is impacting your ability to care for yourself or your baby, it's really, really important to ask for help. So reach out to your healthcare provider, a mental health professional for a proper diagnosis and treatment plan, and also coaching. There's coaches out there, as myself, that can also help you through your symptoms. And also, step three is create a support system. Having a support system is really, really important because it is a lonely journey. It's not something that a lot of moms going through this, they want to share, because again, we think that we're not good moms if we're not always smiling or nurturing or things like that. So it's important to talk to your partner or your family, share your feelings with your partner, your family, your close friends. Let them know that what you're going through and how they can support you. Because if they don't know, and I'm sure a lot of dads out there and a lot of men out there probably have no clue what's going on with their wives or their partner. So it's really important to reach out. They can't read your mind. So that's one of my goals also, is I would like to also educate dads or men, for these symptoms, so that they can also be a better support for their wives. So that helps. It helps a lot of. It affects the family dynamic. Like, if mom is not happy, it affects the kids, and it also affects the whole family dynamic. So it's really important to talk about it. And you can also join a support group. So, you can look for local or online support groups for moms with postpartum depression. You can connect with others who are going through the same experience. That can be really comforting. It can help you realize that you're not alone going through this, and there's other moms that are going through the same thing. I'm very pleased that I have a Facebook group that I just launched, and it is for moms struggling with postpartum depression. So if you'd be interested to join my group, just connect with me and I'll be more than happy to send you the information. And step 4, prioritize self-care. Self-care is a really big, it makes a big difference. And as moms, again, we are taught that taking care of ourselves is selfish. So it's important to rest and sleep. Take naps when your baby is sleeping, or if you have older kids, if they're playing or around you, you can just try to if you have older kids, you can ask the older kids to take care of the younger kids, and just rest, because it's really important. And don't hesitate to ask for help. If you, especially if you're a new mom and you have a newborn, like with night feedings or diaper changes, like you don't have to do it all alone. And another thing is healthy eating and exercise. That's really important, to eat nutritious meals and to try light exercise, like walking or yoga. This can boost your mood and your energy levels. Myself, I love practicing Tai Chi. That's something that I learned, and it's become part of my daily routine, and it really helps me. It's not strenuous, and it helps balance out my energies if I'm feeling tired or something. And another thing is relaxation techniques. You can practice deep breathing, meditation, mindfulness to reduce stress and anxiety. Those help a lot. So you need to learn to take care of yourself. Yeah, that's so important. You can't pour from an empty cup. And a lot of the times, us moms, we have an empty cup, and we can't fill. We can't fill anybody else's cup unless our cup is filled. And another thing, step 5, is addressing mom guilt. So a lot of moms going through postpartum depression have mom guilt. So it's important to acknowledge your feelings. It's okay to feel guilty, but remind yourself that postpartum depression is a medical condition and it's not a reflection of your worth as a mom. Another thing is practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with the same kindness you would offer a friend or your child even. Accept that you're doing the best that you can. And try to focus on the positive moments. You can keep a journal to write down good moments that you have with your baby or your children. Reflect on these when you're feeling low. Like if you're having a bad day, reflect on those precious moments. Because even though your day seems like it's not going as it should, you're still blessed. You still have good moments. It's just our mind is a funny thing because it's biased to negativity. So you can have a good day and all of a sudden something happens and then your whole day is all upside down. So trying to focus on the positive, that helps a lot. I find it helped me. These are all things that I've tried myself that have helped me during my postpartum depression. And step 6, develop coping strategies. So you have to have good coping tools and strategies in order to help you when you're feeling overwhelmed or when you're not feeling good. So breathing exercises, I mentioned this before, but it's kind of goes into each other. So practicing deep breathing to calm your mind and reduce your stress. Grounding techniques, so engage your senses by focusing on the present moment. Most of us, we live in the past or we worry about the future, but we forget that we have a present moment right here, right now, and that's what we need to focus on. So using grounding techniques, it helps you ground and it helps you be in the present moment right now. So yeah, you can notice sounds, you can notice smells, textures around you, like you can do a meditation, you can hug a tree. I'm a tree hugger. I hug trees to help me feel good. I love nature. There's so many things that you can do. And also establishing a daily routine. So having a daily routine that can help create structure and also help you in your day. And continue your ongoing support, go to regular therapy or counseling. You can take medication if needed. Community and connections, stay connected to your support system. So that's important. And also celebrate your progress. Acknowledge your strengths, celebrate the small victories, recognize that your resilience in overcoming challenges. You got this. You have to pat yourself on the back and tell yourself you're doing a good job. Embrace self-love. That self-love is so important. Remember that you're a wonderful mom and your love for your child is powerful. Keep moving forward and with hope and confidence because you are a good mom. It's just your limiting beliefs and your thoughts about yourself is making you feel like you're not, but you are. Your kids, no matter what day you're having, you have your children, they look up to you. They look up to you. It doesn't matter what mood you're in or whatever, they still love you and they look up to you. And remember, healing from postpartum depression is a journey. It's not a sprint. So it's a day by day thing and everybody's different. Everybody has a different story. Yourself, seek help when you need it and know that you're not alone. You're not alone. So many more. And you are a strong and capable mom and just, keep waving like the queen you are. And that's pretty much all that I had today. So before we wrap up, I think we're going to be having some question and answers, and that's pretty much all that I had for you today. Thank you so much for listening.
Thank you so much, Wendy. It's a lot of great information. And if you're on the Zoom, we'll definitely be dropping her contact information once again. Also, Wendy, did you want me to drop your information about your conference, your 5-day, or are we skipping
Oh,
that?
yes. Sorry, I forgot to mention it.
And then we'll
saw
go
the
to
timer.
Annika really quickly. Yeah, it's
Yeah,
no
I saw the
worries.
timer, so I thought, okay, I better finish quickly. But yes, I have on top of my Facebook group, I also offer a 5-day breaking free from postpartum depression 5-day workshop. I just completed my first one, and now I'm going to be offering my next one from November 4th to November 8th. And if you're a struggling mom with PPD, or if you know somebody that could benefit from my workshop, please feel free to sign up. Pearl, I think, is going to be sharing my information there. So I'd be more than happy to have you hop on.
Yes, I'm dropping ahead to cut it in pieces. But while we're doing that, we have a question from Annika.
Hi, Wendy. Thank you so much for this presentation. I guess I'm not asking about myself, but my youngest sister that seems to be going through something like this, but I am not sure that she wants to accept help, and I'm not really sure how to open this conversation with her. I don't know if it's a question or how can I support her in this journey?
That's a very good question. And a lot of moms, that's has to do with the mom guilt that they're feeling. And I didn't want to accept help. I didn't, when I was going through it, I just went through it by myself. So if she's not ready to accept that this is what she has, but she is, you're seeing symptoms about it, I would say just be a support system for her and let her open up to you more and more, and maybe when she gets comfortable enough, then you can maybe educate her on what's going on with her. That's what I would suggest anyway, especially if she's not ready to, she's not there yet, maybe.
Thank you, Wendy. Yeah, I'll do that. Yeah, I'm really concerned, but thank you for the great tips, and all of those methods really resonate with me.
You're very welcome. I'm glad you resonate.